Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today I'm going to show you how to do a big snowflake, like to put in a door or hang it in front of a window. It's big. This one, it's about 16-inch wide. You can see it take the whole camera view. This one is made with 6x6 square of paper. And the one that I'm going to show you today, it's going to be 4.5 by 4.5. I've done another one here. Voila. Very fun to make, and it makes a lovely decoration. So this one, it's, I would say about 12-inch wide, almost 11.5 about. So this one, it's with 4.5 by 4.5 square paper. And what I'm using, it's those little pack of paper, the Designer Series paper stack. So today the one that we're going to do is going to be with the Winter Frost. And the other one that I show you was with the Season of Style. And the big one, it's the Winter Frost. I had to use the 12 by 12 paper to have my square 6x6. I really like this size, and to be honest, the bigger, the easier it is to make. So, like I said, we need to start with the square paper. You can do it with any square, as long as your paper is square. And this one is 4.5 by 4.5. We're going to use the diagonal plate. It's been a while we didn't use this, so I'm going to refresh. In the back of the diagonal plate, you get your arrow there. It has to face up. Make sure it's all the way at the corner and push all the way. Take your square of paper, fold it in two, so you get a triangle. Try to fold it as straight as you can in triangle, and then fold it back in two. This one don't have to be sharp at all. It's just to find out the center. Now, put this on your diagonal plate. In the 4.5 by 4.5, I find if we score at 3/4 inch increment, we're great. So we're going to start at 3/4, bring that to about your center. Then we're going to go at 1.5 and 2.25. So again, it's 3/4, 1.5, and 2.25. If you do the 6x6, you're going to score at 1, 2, and 3. So if you do different size, just play with it. It's fine about, you know, your quarter sheet, how to divide it here. So this one, it's 3/4 inch increment. Now we are done with our diagonal plate. Now we're going to take this, and where you see your score, that's where we're going to cut. You don't want to cut on the full size or the size that fold in two. You want to cut on the side that it's open. So I'm using those big scissors. It's the ribbon scissors, but those one are paper. The one for my ribbon, I get a ribbon there. So whatever, the little scissors were good for this, but when it's with the 6x6, I like this one better. So I cut to my score right to the edge about, but you leave a little bit of space, because if you go all the way, I'm going to show you what happens. If you think, you know, you're too close, I thought, oh, it's not too bad, I'm right to the edge. Well, I went too far, and voila, this is what happened. So, trash. So now that you get this, open this up, and open this up. Now, I try many things. I tried the tumble glue, I tried glue dots, the snail, nothing seemed to work. Maybe the tumble glue would have worked if I would have been patient to let it dry, but I'm not too much of a patient girl. I like to get it done. So I find the red sticky strip is my best friend for this. You see where it open, not where it keep closed there. Where it open, you're going to take your sticky strip, and to make it faster, instead of doing little piece by little piece, I put this there, about just a little bit of your first one. You see, you just need a little bit. Go all the way to the end. Now I'm going to cut this. Rub this pretty good. Lift this up here. Now the trick is you have to take your snip and snip just the glue. You could do one piece at a time, but you know that little sticky, little red thing on top? That's what takes the longest to take out. So if you do it all this way, it's much faster for me. Okay, now it's time to add a piece of paper from something else. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to do, let me see what I get here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one go on one side and the other one go on the other side. So take this, fold this around, and then my finger don't fit there, so I use my stylus back where it should be. Imagine that. Put that here, and I just make sure it's sticky secure very good. Now you get one up. We're going to turn it around and put the other one on the other side. The other side. Put one glue on the other side. So my glue, it's there. It's going to go on top there. Now my finger fit. If your finger don't fit, just use a pen or whatever. Just make sure it's secure very good. We get this side. Now we reverse it. So reverse it each time. Then secure that again good. And then over here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Try to match your point there. Okay, now you need 6 of them. So I pre-done the other one, so you didn't have to wait. So I do all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what you're going to do, it's take the tiny hole punch and punch in the bottom. You want to give enough space in case if it want to rip. The smaller one, when you do them, you want to be careful. See, some place it's want to rip. It's like I said, the bigger the better, or I should say the bigger the easier. So you can do any size. It's just that the big one are easier to do, as long as you get a square. Okay, I think I got it all. Now, I recommend the mini brats. Why I say the mini brats, they're much longer. I say much. They're a little bit longer than the regular brat. It make it much easier. So now what you're going to do, take your brat, poke it in your hole, and then I'm going to try to rotate them here. And then here. Then the next one. I just wrote them from what it was in the center there. And if you're wondering where I learned to do this, somebody sent me a picture and they said, "France, can you do a video on that?" Well, I look a little bit, and I learned pretty much as I go. I saw how to cut it, but except that, it was a challenge a little bit, but it was a good challenge. I love it when people send me stuff and say, "Can you make a video?" And then this one. Whoops. Yes. Voila. Now I get them all in here. Open those little legs in the back. Make sure it's very tight. Now, here's the big trick that I learned the hard way. They were done, they were flopping around, and what you're going to do, again, I try a glue dot. It was not my best friend for this. So what you're going to do, just in the center here, you see on the center, put a piece of red sticky strip, and this one I have to do one by one, because it's don't like. Okay, this one is very stubborn tonight. It's because I'm trying to hurry up, you know. Okay. Here we go. Now you're going to take this, the center with the center, and squeeze that together. The smaller one are not as bad, but when you do the big one, they just want to flop. When they're on the wall, they don't flop, but the minute you touch them, you know, they're all floppy. So let me try to rush to do all the center one. This here, if we rub it good, then it's much easier. So now you see why when I do the other part, I do the whole thing together. It's much easier. Okay. Well, here we go. Oh, it's getting there. Look at that. And then again. So we're almost done, and then we're going to put our baker's twine. That's how I hang it up, with baker's twine. Okay, so really now you get the clue how to finish it. I still have to do those 3 there. So now for your baker's twine, what I like to do, I just use the little flower. You can use little circle, whatever. It's just to reinforce it. So put just a little bit of snail there, and then I would put one right here, and then one right here, and then I would take my little hole punch, voila. Forgot the baker's twine that matched that. Oh well, you know what, I got some linen thread here. I can pass it. Then I would just take linen thread, or really baker's twine work great for this. Oh, so you would pass your, if I would have the floss, you know, the people that get braids, they get those special floss thing, that it's perfect to pass your little thing. So then you got it hang up, voila. So see how pretty this is. So it make a very nice decoration for winter. I mean, I'm going to put it for Christmas, but I'm going to keep it through the winter too. So hope you learned something new. This was exciting to do for me. Again, the 4.5 by 4.5, your score 3 1/4, 1.5, and 2 1/4. And the 6 by 6 sheet, I score at 1, 2, and 3. So any question or any need of stamping up, visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.